I'm Richard Rush. I directed a movie called The Stunt Man, starring an actor who, for me, defines the outer limits of the art of acting, Peter O'Toole. An equally brilliant young man in the title role, Stephen Railsback. And for the leading lady, Barbara Hershey. Every director's dream come true. Now, this is where I live, and there's some guy following me around with a camcorder, which is great because it gives me a chance to tell you what I really think this movie is about. Any film with a title like The Stunt Man conjures up images of the kind of movie where you kick back and watch them slug it out on the screen. In our case, that's partially, but not entirely, what the film is about. It also deals with more cosmic themes, more serious aspects of the human condition, like perception, and how that changes depending on the angle we're watching from. In other words, illusion and reality. It's also about our chronic paranoia. A paranoia born of our inability to control our own lives and destinies. It's not the kind of paranoia they put you in rubber rooms for, but the kind you feel when you find out your boss and your assistant had lunch together and nobody told you. Or the way you feel when you find out your wife and your best friend used to go out together. Or when you play poker with strangers who keep winning. You see, I think we tend to view the events of our lives as though we were peeking through a keyhole. It's a limited view of the truth. And because we have this human need to understand what's happening around us, and we glimpse so little of it, we tend to make up the rest as we go along. We invent things. We invent arbitrary rules of right, wrong, good, bad, the kind of bumper sticker morality to substitute for the real thing. We invent enemies to test our strength against. We invent gods to protect us from the enemies. We insist those gods are benevolent in the hope they will be, and we grow more paranoid every day in the fear they won't. This seems to be the fabric from which our reality is cut, and why it's often difficult to distinguish truth from illusion. Now, because The Stunt Man deals with such obscure themes, you might not know how to react, whether to laugh or to cry. If that happens, just look at the person on your left. If you can't see their faces because they're looking at the person on their left, that means they don't get it either, and we're all in trouble. I'll see you after the show.